They hate how good you are. They hate that you play everywhere with your perfect pace, your perfect left, your perfect right, your perfect hair, and your crazy celebrations. And they hate your shiny new boots. Because they wish they were in them.
Hi everyone in New Zealand, the Philippines and Taiwan. We're the Men in Blazers from the crap part of Soho. This is Wrong Way Round. That's Rog.
Roger.
I'm Davo. Huge weekend of Premier League action, Rog.
Just as well, because I watched the Oscars, all 18 hours of it, and
Yeah.
it was crap.
Yeah.
And if it's drama, plot twists, and narrative changes you want, Davo,
Oh,
Premier League's got that and then some.
better be watching the football. Yeah, huge weekend, Rog. I was over there at Chelsea versus Burnley. That was
I can still smell the pies and the spilled lager on you, Davo.
Yeah, well, more like champagne and prawn cocktail sandwiches, Rog, in the where the seats I was. Chelsea go into the game 7 points clear at the top of the table over Man City. Burnley in 19th place. Surely this is a game that Chelsea can win after 14 minutes. It looks great. Eden Hazard cuts
movie
in
we've seen
from
before.
the right. Yes, when he wants to, he can assist at will. Rog zigzags through the box, cuts it back. Who else but Chelsea striker Branislav Ivanovic on the end of it?
I've
Rog.
stopped thinking of him as a defender. It's his sixth goal this season. Started to think of him as just a world-class striker who likes to play really, really deep and track back an awful lot, Davo. What a fine finish by the big Serbian. 1-0.
Yeah.
Shut the game down, Chelsea.
Nothing
Assume the
can go
position,
wrong.
Burnley.
They could have scored that goal 25 times, and yet they didn't.
No, instead they went into a series of moments.
Yeah, now there are two schools of thought here. One is the Jose Mourinho school of thought.
Yeah.
That there were 4 significant moments in this game. Minute 30, minute 33, minute 43, and minute 69.
You know what we're talking about. Assorted penalties not given, sorted terrible fouls which were never really booked or cautioned.
Yeah.
Just conspiracy, essentially, against Chelsea.
And he had a bit of a point. You'd have to say that Mourinho, it's hard, I know, for many neutrals or Chelsea haters to really take his side a little bit. Even the most critical Chelsea haters do agree that Mourinho had a point this week. However, at the same time, as someone who's at the game, a huge Chelsea fan will tell you, there were 88 other minutes in this game, Rog, where Chelsea, surely, with all of that talent, with all of that spending, had the ability to roll over Burnley. And yet they didn't. They were unsyncopated, Rog. They were slow. They were mistiming. They seemed in a bad mood. They seemed irritated. No one seems to be firing for this team at the moment, apart from Eden Hazard and Branislav Ivanovic. Rog.
And then Burnley, once Matic had been sent off for reacting to a dreadful tackle.
Yeah, horrific.
Dreadful
Horrific.
tackle.
Ashley Barnes on
Man
him.
of the match, Ashley Barnes, some
Well,
would
no,
say.
no. In no game of football that I would ever watch, Rog. He went in so high on Matic after,
Career-ending.
frankly, going in from what should
Never
have been
seen Matic
potentially...
run so fast as when he charged
Yeah,
at the
that's
old
unfair.
Barnes to knock him over, down to 10 men.
Yeah.
And then Burnley took advantage from a corner.
Yeah.
Ben
Mee rises. Well, rises. He rose over Ramirez. Rog, which
Chelsea
isn't
won.
rising very far.
Conspiracy won.
Yeah.
And that was it. Right at the end, Burnley had a chance to win it, which is almost like seeing an elephant fly.
Yeah.
And very, very confusing times. Mourinho came down very hard to try and spin the narrative to a very pro-Chelsea, circle the wagons kind of way.
Yeah.
It is a fascinating story to watch.
I don't think that's a narrative for Mourinho. That's what he actually believes.
A lot of leggy players there, Dave. Cesc Fabregas, Diego Costa. Do you remember when they were good?
Great point, great point. No, they seem very tired. Of course, Costa coming back off suspension. Fabregas still only his second game back after the injury. It's going to take them a while to bed back in. But Chelsea, you're right. They haven't rotated their squad. They're very tired. They're still in a lot of competition.
City playing late against Newcastle. Bare bottom spanking 5-0. We've got ourselves a title race again,
we do.
David.
5 points now at the top of the table. It is a great title race. It's also a great race for third, Rog. You know, a few weeks ago, Liverpool were way back on Manchester United. Now Liverpool only 2 points behind Manchester United.
No team has more points than them in 2015.
Yeah, they had a horrific fixture, really, you think, going down to Southampton, you know, one of the surprise fairy tale stories of this year's Premier League. And they go down, and the game starts, Rog, after just 19 seconds.
Skelter.
Southampton could have had a penalty themselves. Juric brought down by Emre Can, Rog.
And they could have had another penalty within a couple of minutes. But sandwiched in between those two incidents of hard-doneness, which Southampton had as a repetitive theme throughout this game, probably could have been 2 or 3 penalties that were not given by Kevin Friend. Refereeing boiling over into just absolute incompetence was a big theme this weekend.
Very much so.
Little Coutinho absolutely lacerated the ball from over 40 yards out.
A goal you don't see very often in the Premier League anymore.
It was more like an NFL punt than it was. It was more like an Aussie rules kind of kick into the air.
Straight down the middle, Rog.
And phenomenal finish it was too. They say a goal is like an orgasm. That was some orgasm. The little Coutinho spark. Southampton had all of the ball, but none of the ability in the final third. And then once Liverpool brought Daniel Sturridge on, started to play more laterally, they looked a little more lethal. And it was Raheem Sterling that pounced to make it 2-0.
Seals
Phenomenal win
Rog.
for Liverpool Football Club. And we mocked Brendan Rodgers, mostly because of his fake tan, his new teeth.
He's also very funny.
Somewhat midlife crisis, and it's just
Nothing wrong with that.
Stuff that babbles out of his mouth. You've got to credit the man. What a second half season turnaround. And that battle for third and fourth, Davo, is absolutely riveting. A team that didn't do so well this week.
Manchester United, Rog. They go to Swansea. As you've said, it's about as close as they get to international action.
It's what counts as European competition for them this season.
They
go to Wales.
They play against Swansea, and it
they
starts
go 1-0 ahead.
Pretty well. You know, who pops up as a goal scorer? But Ander Herrera, Rog. Ander Herrera pops up, scores the first goal. Fantastic
Louis van
strike.
Gaal had to ask
Right-hand
Ryan
side.
Giggs, who the hell is that guy? I've never seen him play before.
Doesn't know who he is.
Do it again.
Who is that guy? Who is that guy?
So good. 2 minutes later, the John Joe Shelvey revolution, part 1.
Fantastic pass to Key, Rog. Joinks it in, 1-1.
John Joe Shelvey is the most mediocre player in the Premier League, but he's got this incredible ability. For brief moments, he can persuade himself he's actually Zinedine Zidane. And against the run of play, because United were absolutely dominant, when that occurs, the most predictable thing in the world is John Joe Shelvey shooting from way downtown, and shoot he did, Davo.
And gets a wonderful deflection. A deflected long-range John Joe Shelvey shot.
They've
comes in off
practiced that in
Gomez's
training.
head. Comes off Gomez's head, Rog.
And that's it. The Swansea players all spanked John Joe Shelvey on the back of his head. I can say as a bald man, people with hair, it's not quite as funny, that move, as you think it is. Manchester United floundering again.
That big weekend. Sorry, Rog, your team, Everton, did not do so well on Sunday.
Let me by deflect by saying Aston Villa, well done.
You scored a goal. You scored a goal. Welcome back to the Premier League, Tim Sherwood, we should say. That's all for us from the crap part of Soho. Enjoying the World Cup of cricket, Rog. I must say, I'm watching all of it. England managed to eke out a win against Scotland,
New
Rog.
Zealand not in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Brendan McCullum, he's so good.